he actually sent Durvasa Muni along with his 10,000 of disciples to the forest and said that, oh, Yudhishthir Maharaj and the Pandavas and Draupadi, they're all in the forest. You should go with your thousands of disciples and they'll take care of you. Durvasa Muni said, yes, 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 I will go and give my blessings to Maharaj Yudhishthir. I will do that. And they arrived at such a point when it was late in the afternoon. So it is said that Draupadi had one patra or a pot, which was called as Akshay Patra, that she had got a benediction that till the time that she herself eats, that pot would not stop giving anna or, foodstuff. That was the magic of that pot. But at the moment that she finishes eating, then for that day, that pot would stop giving any more food. So Durvasa Muni and everyone had arrived. She would actually, Draupadi Mataji, she would serve her husbands first. And then after everyone would finish eating, if there were any sadhus or anybody, the Pandavas would serve them also. Then they would themselves eat. And then after everybody would eat, then Draupadi, late in the afternoon, she would, take a little bit of prasad. And as soon as she would take, then she would clean out the pot and be done for the day. So Duryodhana knew about this. So he told Durvasa Muni, gave them a specific time that you go around this time, that will be the best time that Draupadi and the Pandavas will be able to welcome you. That was how envious Duryodhana was. He wanted to put the Pandavas into trouble. So then when Draupadi had finished eating for the day, at that moment, Durvasa Muni walked in with all of his thousands of disciples. And Yudhishthir Maharaj and all the Pandavas, they were like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Then Yudhishthir Maharaj said that, okay, take them. He told Bhima that, let's welcome them and tell them, okay, go into the river and take a bath and come back and we'll arrange for your prasad. So all the, rishis, the disciples of Durvasa Muni, they all went, along with Durvasa Muni, they went to take bath and to get ready to come and honor a big feast that Maharaj Yudhishthir's wife, Mother Draupadi, would cook for them. But they didn't have anything. And Draupadi and everyone were crying that what are we going to do? Because if there is no food, there is no prasad, then everyone knows the anger of Durvasa Muni. What is going to happen? We are already in this kind of misery. We do not want to anger a devotee of the Lord. What do we do? So, Draupadi, she took that Akshay Patra and she just said, hey Krishna. And immediately, Krishna appeared in that hut. Krishna came. He personally was present. And then, he came and he sat down and he was like, Draupadi was actually by Krishna. She used to be called as Krishna, like in a form of addressing her very lovingly. Krishna would address Mother Draupadi as my dear Krishna. Krishna means one who is dear of Krishna, or one who is very, very beloved of Krishna. So Krishna would address Draupadi as Krishna, and he said, oh Krishna, my stomach is growling. I'm really, really hungry. Can you give me something? So then Draupadi started crying even more, and then he said, why are you crying? He said, I don't have anything. My pot is empty. What can I offer you, my dear Krishna? I don't have anything. And Krishna said, look in some corner of that pot. Is there even one grain of rice? Something is there. Then Draupadi started digging, and she found one small grain of rice. And she said, Kanha, I have this one small grain of rice. You eat half and satisfy your hunger, and the rest of the half, you satisfy the hunger of the entire world. And hearing that statement, Krishna took that grain and he put it in his mouth. Then Krishna went, ah. As soon as Krishna gave that sigh of, his appetite getting full, all the sages, the thousands and thousands of disciples of Durvasa Muni himself, they all became similarly satisfied, just like Krishna. Because Draupadi said that you take half and feed the other half to the rest of the world. So Krishna did that. So it is not how much quantity we are offering to Krishna, but what is the quality with which we are offering to Krishna. That is what is seen by Krishna. Draupadi, she just offered 1 grain of rice to Krishna. What is that in quantity? Nothing. Does 1 grain of rice, can it ever satiate one's hunger? Never. But with Krishna, he is absolute. That 1 grain of rice not only satisfied Krishna, but it satisfied the entire world. And it satisfied Durvasa Muni and his disciples to such an extent that they just actually left from that place, because the disciples, everyone, they came out of the river after taking bath and said, "My dear Guru Maharaj, we are all feeling so, no hunger anymore. What are we going to eat? If we go to the house to the kutia, the hut of the Pandavas, they are, they were like the kings, so they might have some great feast for us, but we are so full, we can't eat even 1 grain. There's no room for even drinking water. We are so full." So Durvasa Muni said, "Yeah, me too, me too. So let's just go from here. Let's just leave from here." And they left. That is Krishna. That how Krishna is Bhavagrahi Janardana. That Krishna's holy name, as soon as we call out Krishna, he appears, he manifests. If we have that faith in the completeness and the perfectness of the holy name, then Krishna will manifest as soon as we call upon him. There's no doubt about that. But the lack is not in the appearance of Krishna, but the lack is in the devotion with which we are calling upon him.